In the shooting section, there will be a closer look at 3 different shooting styles: short wrist shot, drag shot, and slap shot. The short wrist shot is an accurate and a fast style of shooting. With the short wrist shot, it is possible to adjust the use of force in the middle of performing it. The short wrist shot is the easiest style to shoot directly from a pass. In the same way as the forehand pass, the ball is released from the blade close to the front leg. Compared to passing, the use of strength is more efficient, which is seen in the bending of the shaft. It is useful to practice shots from passes coming from different directions. The drag shot is an accurate and forceful shot, but it takes a long time to execute the drag. The force of the shot is obtained by the rotation of the upper body and the shaft of the stick. The slap shot is a very powerful shot, and the execution takes time and space. The force of the shot is obtained by the cooperation of the body rotation and the stick. The blade must hit the floor just before hitting the ball so the shot can be powerful. The bended shaft of the stick gives power to the shot. Shooting skills and scoring can be practiced in different competitions. The shooting exercises should be kept simple in order to have lots of repetition. In this scoring game, the players and the balls are situated on the middle line. The scoring must be done with a defined shot, and the shot must be performed before the cones. When the team has scored the defined amount of goals, the shooting style changes. The players are divided into two lines on both sides of the middle line. There are balls on both sides. A player passes to the other line and runs in the same direction as his pass. The first player in the other line passes the ball back with one touch. The player receives the pass and shoots towards the goal. There are two lines on either sides of the middle line, and there are balls in both lines. A player passes to the other line and starts running towards the closest goal post. The first player in the other line passes the ball in front of the running player, who shoots directly. The players are divided into four lines, two in the corners and two at the middle line. The exercise starts when the goalkeeper is beside the front post. The player in the corner passes the ball across the field to the player who shoots directly. The same is done as a mirror image from the other corner. Make sure that the goalkeeper is ready before starting. The players are divided into two lines on both sides of the middle line. The player without the ball runs towards the front post of the goal. The player with the ball in the other line passes a bouncing aerial pass, and the player close to the goal tries to score. There is one line in each corner. The player runs to the area in front of the goal, and the first player from the opposite line passes an aerial pass. The player in front of the goal tries to score. The same drill as the one before, but this time the pass comes from the same line as the shooter. There are some basic game situations which occur often. We present the 1-on-1, the 2-on-1, and the 3-on-2 situations. The basic idea is to make the fake so that you can move to the best possible scoring position. Fake towards the boards, and then you have the space to move towards the middle. Make a quick change in running speed. Be precise in the scoring. players are standing next to each other, facing the ball. The coach passes the ball and the players start moving simultaneously. The player that reaches the ball first plays forward, and the other player plays defense. The players are standing side by side and facing the corner. The coach or another player is behind them with the ball. The ball is passed to the corner. When the players see the ball, they start running to the corner and the one who reaches the ball first plays forward. The players are standing side by side, and the player closer to the boards has the ball. The player with the ball decides when he starts moving, and his aim is to find the easiest way to the goal. Players are divided into two lines, one on the side and one at the center. The player in the center line passes to the side, and the player on the side tries to run with the ball straight towards the goal, as the other player tries to defend him from behind. One line at the center with the balls, and two players in front of the goal. The player standing in front is the forward, and the player standing behind is the defender. The forward moves towards the line so that he can receive the pass. The ball is passed to the forward from the middle line, and when he receives the ball, he tries to score as fast as possible. The players and the balls are divided into four lines, two in the corners and two at the middle line. The player with the ball starts moving from the corner and challenges someone from the three other lines in a one-on-one situation by being the defender. Then a player from the mid-line challenges one of the other three lines. After this, a player from another line in the midfield challenges a player from the other three lines. Finally, the player from the other corner challenges a player from one of the other three lines. The players change lines so that there are enough players in each line. In two-on-one situations, the forwards always have a power play in the zone, and they should be able to take advantage of the situation. The forwards start moving from the corners and pass the ball between each other. When the forwards reach a scoring position, the defender has to make a choice. Will he try to block the passing lane or challenge the player with the ball? Forwards should be able to read the defenders and each other's movements in order to take advantage of the power play. forwards form lines in both corners, and defenders make one line at midfield. One forward passes the ball to the defender, who shoots a slap shot directly from the pass. The other forward takes the ball, and the forwards circle through the midfield towards the net. The forwards try to take advantage of the power play. The players are divided into 3 lanes, one in both corners and one at midfield. A defender moves from the corner with the ball and passes to one of the lines of forwards. After receiving the ball, the forwards try to take advantage of the power play. A player from the corner starts moving with the ball and challenges a player from one of the 3 other lines with a pass for a one-on-one situation. Then the challenged player passes to one of the remaining lines and invites a forward with him to play in a 2-on-2 situation. The exercise continues so that the player from the midline challenges another player to a one-on-one situation, and after this invites another player from the remaining 2 lines with a pass to join in a 2-on-1 situation. The exercise goes through all lines in turn. The coach passes the ball to the corner, and when the players see the ball, they race to the corner to get it. The player who gets the ball is the defender, whose aim is to make a controlled pass back to the coach. The 2 players who did not get the ball are the forwards, and they try to take the ball away from the defender. If the forwards manage to get the ball, they try to score. Forwards are in 2 lines near the side of the rink. The defenders have the balls in the midfield and are facing the forwards they will play against. The defender passes to the forward closest to the boards, that passes it with one touch to the other forward who is moving towards the goal. The forwards will try to move straight towards the goal and take advantage of the power play. In 3-on-2 situations, the forwards have one more player, so they should be able to take advantage of the power play in the best way possible. The forwards are divided into 3 lines at the end of the rink. Defenders are ready in the middle zone. The forward in the center line passes to the side and follows his pass. The player receiving the ball passes a quick diagonal pass to the 3rd forward and follows his own pass by supporting him from behind. The forwards should move so that they create both vertical and horizontal space in the offensive area, forcing the defenders to choose the players they will mark. When the 3-on-3 situation is over, the defenders will attack 2-on-1 against the lowest forwards towards the other side of the rink. The 2 other forwards will stay in the middle zone and play defense in the next phase of the exercise.